Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. This video is about my dog, Spencer. Now, I met Spencie about 10 and a half years ago. I saw him on Facebook and he was going to be euthanized because he couldn't get adopted because of the flap under his chin. So this is called a salivary mucocele. It's a clogged salivary gland, and I get questions about it all the time. It has gotten bigger as he's gotten older. Again, I've had Spencer about 10 years now. It has gotten bigger during the pandemic. How many people can relate? um, but what's interesting to me about Spencer is that his imperfection triggers people enough to ask me about him. And sometimes people are super rude or they're snide or they sneer, as if to say, like, how dare you bring this imperfect dog out in public? But there's nothing wrong with him. Spencer's been evaluated by a veterinarian multiple times. And when I brought him home the first time, the vet told me that it was just cosmetic and it didn't need to be removed. And oftentimes, when people ask me about having it removed, and that's how I know people are uncomfortable by the pouch under his neck, is that they ask that's the first thing they ask is, can't they remove it? And the answer is that they could remove it, but if it's not bothering him, why not just leave it alone? I mean, does he look silly sometimes? Yes. Does it swing back and forth when he runs? Yes, absolutely. But the interesting thing about Spencer, and this is probably true for most dogs, is that I'm just so aware of the divine order in things, especially with Spencer. And having to move back to the Midwest to be with my toxic mother, Spencie was just an amazing companion. He loves this town that we're in. I'm not going to say where it is, but he loves the grass in the Midwest. He's got lots of friends, and I would go as far as to say that if I had not had Spencer with me, my experience here would have been completely different. I mean, he turned out to be the best buddy. He's the best napping buddy. He is the best shopping buddy. He doesn't like to be in the car as much. I mean, he's definitely getting a little older now, and he's very particular about what he likes to do. But he has thrived here. So I am continue to be amazed by his resilience. And the other interesting thing about the pouch under his neck is how it gets people to open up their hearts. And this kind of goes to me, for me, this kind of reminds me of something else that I've noticed, which is that the bad is good and the good is bad in this ascension process. I think we're finding out, I mean, at least I know I am, that a lot of the things I enjoyed were not very good for me, or they were distractions, or low frequency, or I was doing things, things that we all thought were normal, but it turns out they are harmful in some way. I mean, addictions, obviously we knew about that, but talking about, addictions to drugs and alcohol and things like that. But it turns out that shopping and lots of other things, exercise can be an addiction. There's all kinds of things that we use to numb out. And what's bad is good and what's good is bad. It seems to me like things that also turn out that seem like they're really bad or shitty turn out to be some of the most amazing experiences. And so Spencer and his pouch under his neck really help people to become fully present. They ask about him, which he loves. Like, that pouch has really helped him make friends. And he helps people open their hearts and be more compassionate and nicer. And, it's hard to criticize or laugh at someone or some dog that you don't know, but when you meet them up close and you realize he's just like every other dog, it's, makes people stop being assholes. So Spencer's been an amazing buddy. And I made this video because I hope it answers all these questions on YouTube about what's wrong with my dog's neck. I'm Christine. Thanks for listening, liking, watching, sharing, subscribing, and I'll see you in the next video.